Today, I want to talk about digital medical records. It wasn't too long ago that we can remember seeing on the news that some rich person or some famous person had their medical records stolen from their doctor's office. In those days, someone had to go into the office physically, take some paper documents, put it under their shirt or down their pants, or just walk out with it. And if you wanted to steal hundreds or thousands of patients' records, you needed a pickup truck to get it out the damn door and hope nobody saw you or you're going to jail. But that was such a problem that the federal government decided they were going to pass a law mandating that all medical records be digital. They said it was for our safety. It was to protect our private medical records. That's a bunch of horse. It hasn't protected us. It made us so much more vulnerable. Because now, when someone wants to take medical records, they don't just take one person's file or 4 or 5 people's files. No, they're headed out the back door of that server with a couple thousand medical records or hundreds of thousands of medical records. And why is this important? I got this nice little love letter today from a company that is primarily for ambulance services. I believe this is the second one they've sent me. The first one was a year ago, saying that they had a data breach and that thousands of people's records were stolen. And mine was one of them. And it always says, well, you can sign up for this free service in order to get, identity protection service they're going to pay for. They only tell you that because they don't want you to go after them. We get all of these commercials online of these lawyers looking to do class action lawsuits for companies that were in the wrong, they messed up, and they're liable to make them pay. And those class action lawsuits help prevent that kind of shit from happening again. But whenever there's a data breach, you never see lawyers looking to sue them. But yet they're legally responsible to protect our medical records. And I know what some people are going to say. Well, it's not their fault that their system got hacked. No, it is their fault. If the NSA can have their servers and their data so protected that a breach is very rare, then there's no reason a multi-million-dollar medical company cannot have their server systems protected in a way that a data breach is rare. So there's no reason I should get this letter. And there's no reason I should get this letter twice. And I'm wondering, why the hell aren't there class action lawsuits? I'm wondering, what the hell can I do about this? And which takes me back to my opening statement. These digital systems were supposed to keep our records safe. And instead of having to go out the back door with a huge truckload of paper files, now they just sit in the comfort of their home and steal millions of records just on a whim, just because they feel like it. This letter tells me that the people that accessed the server had access to the server for over 24 hours. You mean to tell me no one's monitoring a medical server system for medical records that someone can get in, steal records continuously for nearly 24 hours or more before someone in the IT department was like, you know what, that shouldn't be happening. I feel like the paper records were better because at least then I don't got to worry about my private medical information and my diagnosis information or the medications I'm on being out there for the highest bidder to purchase on the dark web. At least then, when we had paper records, the only chance of my shit being important enough to steal was if I was super famous or wealthy. But no, a couple of whiny ass wealthy people or famous people got their medical records stolen, went whining and complaining to Congress to do something about it, and their fix, which is Congress's usual fix, is to fuck us all over and make it where we have to now worry about our records being stolen, even though we're a bunch of nobodies compared to the 1% who were getting their records stolen. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's just craziness. And if I was super wealthy, I would sue the fuck out of this company. Because you lost my records, you were hacked into twice in 2 years. It's been, a year ago, I got another one of these letters from this company. It's unacceptable. But there doesn't seem to be a fix because companies aren't mandated to spend the amount of money it takes to secure our records appropriately. And it can be done. If the NSA can protect their stuff as well as they do, a multi-million-dollar company can protect our medical records. And there's no excuse for it. And I'm left wondering, what precise information did they get? Because these letters are so vague. They don't tell me exactly what was in those files that were taken. They don't tell me what diagnosis information, what medication information. Is that medication information still even valid anymore? They don't tell us any of that. All we get is a vague ass letter saying your information was stolen and these are steps you can take to secure your identity. Why the hell do I gotta take steps to secure my identity? Why can't they take the steps to secure my identity since it's their fault that my records have now been stolen? Not once, but twice. Why do I gotta do the work? Why do I gotta take time out of my life to fix this shit because they fucked up? And it's not just me. It's not just this company. It happens every day because companies don't want to spend the money for IT departments and security to be large enough to actually secure our stuff. But you guarantee you, if Warren Buffett's medical information was on that server, they would have security on that server as good as the NSA because that man would come after them with everything he's got. But us peons, they don't care about us. They don't care about our records. And in fact, I wouldn't doubt if these companies partner with data broking companies to hack into their systems in order for those data broker companies to have our information and then sell it to whoever they want. It would be illegal as hell, but I wouldn't put it past them. All right, that's my rant. If you have any comments about this subject or think of a way that we can make this messed up digital record system for medical records better, let me know.